Well, let's go back.
And Jackie McKinney is a bought and paid for hack, and I proved it. Everybody knows it, and the truth is they're attacking anybody that they possibly can because that's what they're there to do. And they're mad because I am campaigning. Right. And I'm about to start advocating. I already wrote a letter to the prosecutor. I think if they care about the wellness of this case, they will remove anyone affiliated with YouTube from the courthouse. Period. I agree. Because anybody, affiliated with YouTube is just wanting to make some money. Oh, it's worse than that. It's worse. Oh my. It's worse than that. Tell us. They did the same thing they're doing now that they did during Tory Lane's trial. Let's not forget how that turned out. Yeah. I told everybody that I had confirmation that the case had already been fixed before jury selection was over.
The lies we the lies we tell, we just gotta keep telling.
Going to be what they thought, and I was right. He was convicted with no evidence.
I had to go back into the Petty Pocket archives, right? Had to go back into the Petty Pocket archives because I wanted to, you know, pull this one out of the archives. Because a lot of people act like they don't know the history. They want to rewrite the history of what took place. You know, they trying to scrub everything off of YouTube by getting people's pages deleted. I went back and I clicked on some of the links that was in the Discord of some of the conversations. Man, between Danny Robinson and Jaguar Wright cleaning up their page at the same time, which is weird to me that both of them want and cleaned their page up of certain said situations. They both want and deleted videos. Like I'm going back into the Petty Pocket and I'm just clicking on the links to certain conversations because once I go into the Petty Pocket, I could just type whatever name I want to look up. Like if I want to look up what we posted in there about Ada, I'll just type in Ada and all the posts will be lined up, what we posted, what we linked about her, everything like that. So I'm going back and I'm clicking on the links and they scrubbed a lot of accounts. Do you hear me? They scrubbed a lot of accounts in order to rescript this narrative. Okay? And mind you, if the Ada situation was fake, if it was all content, and they wasted the police time calling this in, trying to call Harrisburg to check on her and all of that stuff, wasting, police and using these different resources that's for emergency purposes for content, right? That's a crime. Using emergency purposes for content, trying to make it seem like we got to go check on this person, all of that stuff. Oh, it gets deep. It gets deep. That's why they're all trying to clean up that whole Ada thing. They all trying to deflect and get around that whole Ada situation. All of them's trying to deflect and pass the buck on that Ada situation. Who was it? Was it Mike? Was it from, Mike's channel? Was it Steph? Oh, who was it? Because there was other people. You know what I mean? You see them. You see them. You see them shuffling. You see them trying to pivot now. Now they want to try to tell the truth and be like, oh, it was Stephanie. It was Stephanie. Da 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 da. Now they want to try to be like, oh, Stephanie was the one who received all the money. Mike's network or Mike's channel did this, 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 this. Now they want to try to do that. Now that somebody is providing the facts and the evidence that, the direction that it came from, now they want to try to clean it up and try to be like, yes, this, that, and the third. It was Stephanie. Defamation of character. But when they was defaming people's character, it was cool. When they was sneaking in the Discord to try to plant dirt, do dirt, or find dirt, it was cool. When motherfucker said, "Oh, we need 4 people to go into his Discord to defame his character," that was cool. All of that was cool to them, but now they want to act like they fighting against defamation of character. They want to act like they fighting against and standing up for that stuff. We're against defamation of character and we're fighting this and we're fighting that now and blah blah blah. But see, I dug back into the archives. I had to dig back into the archives for us. Atlas family. I had to dig back into the archives. It kept bugging me. It kept bugging me where all this was coming from, the circle of it, right? And remind you, I didn't really come over here to make friends. I'm glad for the people that's a part of this and that want to continue the journey. I'm glad for you guys. But I never really came over here to make friends. I came over here for the truth. And whoever was with that, I was gonna rock with whoever was withstanding in the truth, right? But as I came over here, I started making links to people, exposing the who's who of Whoville, as I would say, right? So my job was to expose the who's of Whoville, right? You got Mountain Goat Productions, right? Nick the Mountain Goat going around saying that she can help people build pages, going around pretending to act like she knows this and knows that, going around saying that I'm creating a cult, all of that stuff. Then you got Mary, right? I don't even know who Mary is. Mary going around making pages, right? All these people latched onto the Discord all so they can branch off and make pages off of the bullshit. All for the bullshit. They ran with whatever narrative that fit them because it's called an opportunist. That's what they was. They were opportunists. They looked at any opportunity that was going to best bring them attention. Some of them already got money. Some of them don't care about money. They got a husband that's going out there working, back breaking, doing truck work for them. They sitting at home, probably housewives or older, probably getting a retirement check or some type of social security check, 62 years old, 50 something years old, you know what I'm saying? And they're sitting in the house and this is their new soap opera. This is their new way of the grapevine. When back in the day, mom or aunts used to go to the girlfriend's house and they all gather and sit and chat. Like they created that with the Jaguar right sector, with all of this shit. All it is a bunch of older women chatting about this. Some of them don't even have the mental capacity to hold conversation. If you go back and listen to the live that was done today, the lady forgot the sentence in the middle of the sentence. But y'all trying to have her go back and recollect what took place with the Ada situation and how they sent Stephanie money, or Stephanie was supposed to be getting money for her, but she didn't get the money, and so on and so forth. She can't even remember the sentence that's coming out of her mouth, you know? Then it's like, oh, stealing. This is the internet. All you guys play this little weird ass game where y'all collect money for certain things and then it don't go to the shit that you collected the money for. At least everything that we collected, every single penny, everything that we collected money for went to what we collected the money for. When the Knot did the GoFundMe for the bike, thinking that we wasn't going to buy a bike, what did we go out and do? We went and bought Seven a bike. Get the fuck out of here. Everything that we said our funds was going to, we showed y'all that the funds was going to it. When it came down to the farm stuff, even when we got stuck with the Michigan bullshit, every single thing that I asked you guys for funds for, I showed y'all that the funds went to exactly what I was asking it for, and I didn't ask for funds unless I needed something related to the journey or the project, not for myself. I'm not asking you for funds to take care of Seven or myself. I asked you guys for funds for the Atlas network and what we're building, and everything I said went to what we said. Jaguar collected money for cruelty free. It didn't go to that. The Knot collected money for acting class. It didn't go to that. Magic collected money for a StreamYard. It didn't go to that. Steph collected money for numerous things. Didn't go to that. Come on.
I've been saying for I don't know how long. Megan Thee Stallion is a lion tramp. And when I say tramp, I mean that in the Disney sense. Understand that this girl started getting Saturday Night Live gigs after fingering Tori.
Somebody block Dante Rodriguez, please. We don't. This is no Diddy zone.
Oh, is that's Free the Diddler guy?
Yeah, I got it, y'all.
He's been everywhere.
This no Diddy zone over here.
Listen to this. Listen.
Who wants to be with the Diddler?
Hold on, because this Jaguar is about to bring me up. On the panel, this is who's on the panel right now. Auntie Leah, Nick the Mountain Goat, Jaguar, and Jay Mizak, right? Now, a lot of y'all didn't want to try to look at Nick the Mountain Goat and how connected she was to Jaguar. She's one of Jaguar's workers. So I knew something was wrong when Golden said, yo, come over to my panel, so on and so forth. And then when I get over there, Nick the Mountain Goat is up on the panel. Red flags. Red flags. Soon as I seen Nick the Mountain Goat, I'm like, think about this. Jaguar was kicking people out. You know what I'm saying? Jaguar was kicking people out for, for certain things, right? How was it? I want to name two people. How was it that Nick the Mountain Goat was able to stay in Jaguar's present if she was supporting Golden or Lady Letitia or anybody that she was supporting after that situation that took place, right? Why was it that what is his name? Um Michael Angel, the Archangel Michael, he was able to still support Lady Letitia and still go and support Jaguar at the same time? How? How? Huh? How? I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got to make this make sense. Oh, look, we got the land is tilted. Did I tell y'all that they was coming out to tilt the land? Did I tell y'all that they was coming out to tilt the land and tilt the spots where we gonna be growing and blend the dirt and stuff? Oh man, we getting shit done out here. Listen to me. We getting shit done out here. Wait till y'all see. Y'all gonna be like, okay, okay. Wait till y'all see. Wait till y'all see. We really getting shit done. We really getting shit done in a short amount of time too. We getting a lot of stuff done. Like the chickens, the chickens, the eggs hatch. We got 6 out of 6 eggs. The rabbits is on the way. All we need is this goat fence, and then once we put the goat fence up, we called the lady about the goat today. So the goats. So all we need is the goat fence. We're gonna put that up. The goats will be there. The chickens will be there. The rabbits will be there. The land is tillered. We about to start planting the trees and the oh man, I'm too excited about it. I'm too excited. I'm too excited about it.
For you, I'll tell you one thing. Do yourself a favor. Don't do the Tootsie Roll the next time you go to the club.
Exactly.
'Cause, ooh,
But on these social media streets, even though we got what we got going in the physical productions on these social media streets, I still got to protect our image and stuff like that because they're trying to tarnish it. You know what I mean? They're trying to take away, support, trying to take away people from wanting to help and build like this. But then think about it. All of them try to make it seem like they're building communities like this, like they're building collectives like this. All of them trying to downplay the group or collective that we building, trying to make it seem like we a cult. But then they gathering and building the same way, but ain't nobody saying that they doing echo chamber cult like shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're tearing down the collect. And think about it. Half of them built, they all got at least 5 or 6 people that used to be a part of us first. Think about that. They all came into the Discord, whether it was Snoopy, whether it was Lady Letitia, whether it was Van T, whether it was Vampy, whether it don't matter who it was, they all came to the Discord in order to get whoever from our collective. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? They all came and played a part. Yes, some of them was from Danny Robinson, some of them was from uh the Knot, some of them was from Sherelle's World, some of them was from a lot of people came from a lot of different panels to see what was all the fuss is about. But when they got there, they liked it. When they got to the Discord, they liked it. They seen like, oh man, this is a great place. Da 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 da. Now, granted, they still had a job to do. Trauma bond, cause mayhem, right? And remember, I got the messages that show She Paint was a plant and her job was to, you know what I'm saying? She got rewarded for trying to take us down. Remember, she paid for the 2 weeks that the Knot spent in New York for the hotel fees. She paid for that right after the whole, She Paint situation. As soon as he went groveling back to her, she went right back to forking money over to him, and because she had him where he wanted. And then she tried to traffic him, and the Knot was like, "Oh, she's trying to traffic me." Got all scared, started sending me messages for help, talking about she trying to traffic him to the UK.
From all the way up to my little itty bitty channel and say free Diddy.
Honey, they're working on shift.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know if you speaking of. I mean, but that's the thing when it comes to
I'm telling you, listen to me. They couldn't do nothing with us over here at the Atlas Network. They couldn't do nothing with us. We was exposing them. We was always 20 steps ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Shit got so boring. We took a break for 8 months and came back. And you see, when we on their neck, when we got our foot down, they on stilts. They all running around, you know what I'm saying, on ice, scared as hell. What we gonna expose over here? What we gonna come out with next? What's gonna be the next thing that we expose? They scared of that shit. A lot of them don't want to get close to us. A lot of them don't want to respond because they got skeletons in their closet that they don't want us to expose. They like, damn, he did a deep dive on Jaguar, went back 20 something years, started pulling up her shit from Facebook, right? Scared the crap out of them. They said, man, he done a deep dive on Wolf Coochie, started pulling up IBFUs and all types of other stuff, so on and so forth, digital footprints, right? They was scared of that. They scared that we gonna dig into their digital footprint. They scared that we gonna expose their digital footprint. You don't see it? These people are scared that we gonna expose them.
and I know that. I am. I'm killing it for them. They've gotten used to the idea of having me as their confidential source without having to acknowledge me. It's the stupidest game that they've been playing on.
Rent free.
You're gonna listen to everything Jag says, and then we're gonna go and check it and see if it's true. And if it's really true, then we're gonna put our own spin on it. And because she's not allowed to say things,
I watched the people on the back end. I didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I watched the people on the back end play the games, use other people's platforms. I watch people allow their platforms to be used because they thought it was going to bring traction and so on and so forth. So I watch people out of the sake of survival, necessity, or whatever. I watch people allow their platforms to be used and say, well, I thought they were helping me build a platform, so on and so forth. Yes, that's what I'm pointing out to you guys. That's what I'm telling you to avoid. Coercions of the heart is real. They find out that you want to build a platform. They find out that you want to build that space. And then they operate coercions of the heart to try to make you think that they're going to help you build it. They're going to help you do it. You know what I'm saying?
he's not allowed to do this. We're just gonna run with it and pretend we came up with it all by ourselves.
I ain't talking about you, Golden. I'm talking about in general. I watch the same thing happen to people on, on TikTok. I just watched this happen over the last 6 years. That's why I started a social media management company, because I was tired of watching people get tricked by other social media management or social media personas. I was watching people get tricked by so many different social media personas. I was like, man, why don't I just come out with a social media company that actually helps people build pages, so on and so forth. That's what brought me, along on this journey, trying to help other people online that's trying to build a page. That's why I try to inspire people. What are you good at? Cooking, so on and so forth. People will really watch you do anything as long as you're making it entertaining. People will watch you count rice, you know?
That's what fire is. But fire is. They do it to Latanya now too. But this is the thing. Yeah, they be taking what she's saying, and they do. That's what they do. A bunch of low life.
Remember, you had Jay Mizak, Auntie Leah, Nick the Mountain Goat. These are all players. That's why White already said, I got my spies. My spies pass messages for me. If I need something to get to the knot or get to somebody, they got all the people. You know what I'm saying? They got the people that they need to keep doing shit, you know?
About all of the real things that I have already said in interviews over the course of the past 5 years. There's no point. It would be me literally repeating myself.
You see, now the content creators are going back in time and pulling old videos and making it their content today. That's what they're doing now. Not feeding them. They're starving to death. Starving to death. They're starving.
Well, see, this is the thing. They're missing the most important part of the conversation. And that's fine.
What's that, Jack?
I don't know what makes them think that this trial is just going to move through slowly.
Somebody get Trevor Green out of here.
Yep. And, oh wow, Kingpin. You know that's Michael Bragg. That's Kingpin, Trevor Green.
Yeah, ridiculous. We're having a positive conversation, and they come over here on my little small channel and troll.
Well, see, this is the thing. You got to understand something, sweetie. That person has 3 different platforms with all together just under 30,000 subscribers, and no one shows up there.
Wow.
That's why they have to troll. No one's showing up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
What you want? You want them to sit over there alone?
They need to.
They're alone. They're alone, sweetheart.
Listen to me. Listen to me. They think that they got rid of all of the previous lives. They think they got rid of all of the previous lives. They think they did away with them. They think they hid them. They didn't clean up. They didn't clean up. Not when you got somebody like me that got obsessive disorder. Like when I lock in on something, like I want to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? I want to really get to the bottom of it. Like, you know, it's OCD. It's OCD. I can't help it. So I'm combing through the petty pocket, like just I went on YouTube, I went on TikTok and did a live for a couple hours and so on and so forth. But I'm combing through the petty pocket. I'm like, let me comb through the petty pocket and see just how much they cleaned up. How much stuff did they delete? So I'm clicking on like Danny Robinson links, video not available. I'm clicking on Jaguar Wright links, video not available. I'm clicking on old Maggie links, of course, video not available, right? But I'm also clicking on other content creator links that was in the petty pocket from when all the bullshit was going on, right? Some of them is available, some of them is not. You know what I mean? Some of them is available, some of them is not. Some of them that's available is like Nick the Mountain Goats, Mary, some of the smaller creators. They don't think it's necessary to clean up their pages, so they're leaving the stuff on there. but the stuff have evidence from other people's pages that they deleted. You get what I'm saying? Their pages have like the recaps of some of the videos that Danny Robinson deleted, some of the videos that Jaguar deleted that links them together and a part of the same operation. The smaller content creators have the recaps on their pages in order for you to catch these things. You know what I'm saying? So they might have deleted the video, but the recaps on those pages are still there. That's why I'm going back to check those pages, because I'm like, listen, too many people was talking about too much shit at one time. They don't even realize that the recaps are still out there on certain people pages. Yeah, they're doing a great job of cleaning up their page so they can rewrite the history, right? But they not cleaning up the smaller content creators pages like Mary, like Nick the Mountain Goat, like Auntie Leah, and all you got to do is link all of them together. You know what I mean?
What was it? Just a vacancy. Scrolls don't live here anymore.
Remember, I'm not supposed to be here to tell this story right now. They thought, they thought they had the page, right? So they thought they had the page already. They didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when they had us in that Freeman situation, they thought they had us. They thought they had us. They thought they scared us off. They thought they had us. They didn't know that we were focused on what we was doing in the physical. They didn't know we was focused on the Cobalt landing and everything that we was building in the physical. They didn't know that. They thought like, oh, we got rid of Ralphdawise, da 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 da. Let's celebrate. We got rid of him. Yay. Hooray. False celebration. False celebration. You know what I'm saying? They celebrated. Yay, we got rid of him. He's gone. Hooray, hooray. False celebration, right? Then we pop back up. You know what I'm saying? Like we never left.
Oh,
Please go to the Al's channel.
listen to that. You mean that bird land? You mean the land of weirdos? The land of weirdos where they go in people's members only content?
Yes.
To come up with videos to completely change their already programmed channels. Like,
now, mind you, this is Jaguar Wright talking, who literally subscribed to Danny Robinson's biggest membership in order to get her members only content so she can make content about it, right? So she's telling on herself the things that she's doing. She's just trying to put it on other people and make it seem like they're doing it. But she already told on herself that that's what she do. She just don't remember telling on herself. On this page, she's trying to tell something different. On the other page, she tells herself. You know what I mean?
when you can make somebody change their whole broadcast and change their whole format for something that they not even supposed to know exists.
Right.
Like, you gotta understand that.
It's crazy.
That wrench been gone over 90 days.
Wow. That's
Now,
wild.
you got people in there. You know what I mean? Spying. We found Murph, got rid of Murph. We found the fake AU. We found one of Amber. You know, I tell you, for a one-legged chick in a wheelchair, she really knows how to get around.
Now that I will agree on. Amber made fake pages. Amber's got like 5 different pages. Amber thinks nobody recognizes her voice, but I can take you to like one of Amber's pages where she's talking shit about us. But then I can also show you text messages in my phone where Amber was trying to, you know what I'm saying, to like get to, I don't know what the hell Amber was trying to do. You know what I mean? So Amber is a whole nother character within herself. you know, let alone what Jaguar and them was talking about.
Stop going on. And this is the thing. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. This is the thing.
Yeah, you got to click the three dots in the corner, and then that's where you push your likes at. Put your likes there.
No, there's a pool party happening. Apparently, and I'm trying not to get sprayed. Mm-hmm. Let me move over here to the dry section with the chicken. Y'all think I'm lying?
Mind you, like I said, they don't remember. The problem with this is they don't remember the multiple lies that they told, you know. Our truth still remains the same. Our truth still remains the same. Like, this is why I say you got to go back and look. You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at the past and look where people was then and look where they at now. And then you can say who's standing in truth and who's not. If you go back and look a year ago, however many months ago, if you go back and look, you know what I mean? It's literally, it shows you who stood on truth, who stayed in their truth, and all the other people who shapeshifted in order to fit certain degrees of characters for whatever content they were creating, you know, for whatever, you know, group they were supporting. A lot of people in this sector are only going against me, not because they have a problem with me, because Danny Robinson decided she had a problem with me. So once Danny Robinson decided she had a problem with me, all of them decided they had a problem with me. Why? Because it was Danny Robinson's way of flexing her power, right? It was Danny Robinson's way of flexing her power. Remember, when we exposed Murph, Danny Robinson took the credit for that. When we exposed other little small things, Danny Robinson took the credit for a lot of the stuff that we was exposing. When we helped Lady Letitia, Danny Robinson took the credit for helping Lady Letitia. When we helped Bonnie, Danny Robinson AT2 took the credit for helping Bonnie, right? So the only reason why the support seemed to disappear is because Danny Robinson. All these different players, you know what I mean? I don't know. Nobody knows who she really is, but I do know one thing. It's the truth is about to be revealed. This is a game that's being played by a lot of people that's in, that LGBTITLQ. Like, so once you start making the connections, Jaguar already said that her and Donat know each other in real life. They have a personal relationship with each other, or used to have a personal relationship with each other, right? So all the connections are there. The people just got to open their eyes.
Wait, I'm sitting here looking at Bert. Bert looks tasty. You think y'all think I'm playing? I'm literally sitting here looking at fresh chicken, just walking around, having themselves a good time.
Oh wow, that sounds like an island. These in Hawaii.
They vegan.
Wow.
They make the best eggs.
Yeah, I bet they do.
It's nice when I have to go to the store for eggs anymore. I tell you that.
He said they're vegan. They're vegan. They make the best eggs. Vegans don't eat eggs. It's still like chicken. They're vegan.
Mm-hmm. That is available only for someone that has a
chicken eggs.
We have really gifted memberships in quite some time.
That's right. Yeah,
so that would mean that you really paid to be there. So when I do an impromptu conversation that I make available for my members, for members only. I mean, for members only.
Yeah, they do it for
and not shared.
hours.
For members only. The only way you getting involved in all of that.
Back and forth. Divvying up the tally. Looking at what checks they get.
Exactly.
But I'm telling you, That bird, she already had 80 thumbnails up.
I know.
Pre-planned slander. The Lord.
Yep.
She had a whole setup. She made sure that one lie went into another lie, folded into half a lie, turned into three-quarter lie, and it ended up with a whole lie pie. Like, I mean, she sets her lies up like geometry.
She does. She meditates on you both day and night. It's sick.
No, I mean, it's sad, is what it is. And what we are watching is a nervous breakdown.
In the pool, I think.
From
Might be in the pool.
robot, an anti-robot enthusiast,
Yeah.
to turn around and act just like her.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is after Jag fell out with Maggie.
When you look at the catalog,
So this is after Golden, everything. And Nick the Mountain Goat is there. This is what I'm trying to say. Trying to show y'all. They are all connected.
And you're running around. I've seen clips. People have sent me so because I don't watch. But
They didn't stop. They didn't stop working with each other. They just went to a different branch. You know what I'm saying? They just went to a different branch. Like, Jaguar, right? Lady Letitia going over to Danny Robinson. That was just like a different branch of Jaguar Right organization. That's all it was. Is that they still all working together. She just went to a different branch. Do you hear me? Yeah, they just covering all corners. They just, you know what I'm saying? They making sure that real people don't get the information. So it's like, oh yeah, Jaguar did this. I took it to Danny Robinson. Danny Robinson is the cleanup person. Danny Robinson, Official King Payne, they come in for the cleanup. Why you think after Maggie fell out, all of a sudden she get a tour around on people's pages where they act like they interviewing her, but they really trying to make her look stupid or tear her down? Why you think we popped up trying to help her? We know how this American bullshit works. We know how they play in your face. You know what I'm saying? They let you do the tour because they building the content off of you now. After, the situation. Now it's a wave. They bring you around the circle. Boom. OKP. Then you seen she was trying to form, or she might not have knew what they were doing, but you seen the alliances that they was trying to form with her. The alliances. You seen King World pop out. Yeah, Maggie, da, 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 da. Maggie was so mind blown by it. She's like, yeah, yeah. And we could be the new Avengers. We could be the trios. We could be this. Why? Because they pretending like they fuck with her, so that way it can further what? Hurt Jaguar, make somebody else say their name. It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit.
And it's just like, is it me? Or is the child looking like she hasn't slept?
What more should you share? What are you talking about? What more should you share? What are you sharing?
You know, it, it's like maybe you should find a hobby
or a job.
Because, well, I think that this is her job.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem with most of them. They actually think this is a job. And that's because if lying for a living is what you call a job, then you're going to hell.
You hear what she's saying? As she lies for a living.
Not bear false witness.
As she lies for a living.
somebody that was nothing but decent to you. And then just the remixes and the spins on the story.
Listen to her. Tells on herself.
Odell was interested in her, and I started a fight to get her away because like it's just weird. And I well, number one, I was in the hospital. I didn't even know what was going on. Number two, I was braced with the whole situation because I didn't know what was going.
And remember, that whole hospital situation was turned out to be false. Jaguar Wright was not in the hospital. We heard that same fucking apartment beep smoke detector in the hospital. You don't hear that shit in no damn hospital. Ain't no hospital smoke detector alarm going off like that. You know what I'm saying? You come on, man. Come on.
On. Number three, I said, let's see how this plays out. And in less than 24 hours, this whole turned into a whole gremlin. And went crazy.
Yep, sure did.
None of that had anything to do with me. None of that was up to me. And at this point in time, it's to the point now where you're literally just sitting around waiting for me to say your name.
That's exactly what's happening.
You need soundbite.
Yep.
You're desperate for that soundbite. You need my voice to say that name so bad that you're probably cringing right now because you're watching.
Listen,
See, I understand the apathy of a person like this.
They tell them themselves.
I understand it perfectly because see what this person is a speaker of approval.
Mm-hmm.
This person is
Well,
a speaker.
when I go into the trailer, I got the smoke detector beep. I got to find that damn beep in the trailer.
Keeping things going. I could have shared everything the person said to me about Ronnie Bo.
Right.
You know?
See the links?
That.
See the links? See the connections?
The videos or the lusting or the feelings of love and the thoughts of secret, relationships. Mm-hmm. I mean, the truth is if I wanted to be an asshole, I could tell everybody what I did and really set that little bird afire. Right. I'm selfish that way. I enjoy my petty torments. Like if I want to torment somebody, see, the best way to do it is to make sure that nobody knows it but you.
Listen.
Exactly. See.
Listen.
Get her.
Like she tormented her mom. Like she tormented her son. Like she tormented Goomba.
Power.
Come on, man. These people tell on themselves.
You're reacting. That's trying to get your big one in. Mm-hmm. Trying to get the job done before the truth comes out.
Yeah. Yep.
If people only knew. No, maybe I'll tell them. I don't know. Maybe I should just go on ahead and tell it and just leave it at that.
Just little bit.
Well, see, the thing is that this little bird really thought that Ronnie Bo was in love with her.
Oh, Lord.
See this?
No,
see this? Now, remember when Jaguar showed Ronnie Bo and was like, guess who I got here with me, Madge? Ronnie Bo. So, all of that shit. And remember I was saying it was weird that she was like showing Ronnie Bo like a trophy, like, she was present with him, so on and so forth. That's why Jag is saying what she's saying, like, oh man, if you only know what I did to get her back. She's telling on herself, really. She's basically saying, like, I knew she was in love with Ronnie Bo, right? And what do girls do when they know that you like somebody? They'll try to go give them head, do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So the last time that she was around Ronnie Bo, that's why she was showing Ronnie Bo to Maggie. The last time that they, you know what I'm saying? Look, Maggie, look who I got here with me. Da 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 da. Right? Because in her mind, she thought Maggie was in love with Ronnie Bo. Ronnie Bo was supposed to be the bait that brought Maggie to the States. You get what I'm saying? Ronnie Bo was supposed to be the bait that brought Maggie to the States. Do that make sense to y'all?
This little bird of mine, ooh, I'm telling you, this little thing was so in love.
Oh my God.
You know what they say. They like them real, real light or real, real dark.
Hey.
Yeah. And this little bird love to go all around and love to act like, Ronnie was and sharing all of the text messages that he sent her and the music video he made that she thought with him licking his lips, all of this. And I said, girl, sounds like you square on your way to a dick pic. Yeah. So I just wanted to see, because the truth is I knew she was full of shit. And I knew she was full of shit the second that she dropped Ayasha's name regarding something that she was told to not share with anyone. I had been on to her for quite some time. I just needed the right trigger. And it just so happened to work out, not long after Angie Stone passed away, and we were in Vegas with Ronnie and his new white girlfriend. Who's fit and smart and gorgeous.
I can't get over that tag.
Mm-hmm. So that's why that day when they were live and we were all together, I tapped in and I brought Ronnie on camera. And she wanted to know all about how that relationship was between the two of them. And I just had to break it to her that they were truly in love and it was real.
My mini me.
When we tapped in.
She had a little shimmy. She be shimmying and trying to, herself up.
Trying to hold it together with you. Beautiful white girl with that athletic, slender body and her brilliant legal mind. Wow. Mm-hmm. Rub that
Listen to me. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. These people, they fester in evil. They fester in wickedness. They fester in this shit. Do you not understand me?
No, for real. Sometimes you just gotta relieve people of their foolishness. You know.
What's going on with you, Purple Rain?
You gotta relieve people of their foolishness because people be foolish. They do. Yeah. They just be foolish. And it's when I started seeing, I figured I'd let our friend join us just to remind people the consequences of playing with people's lives for nothing. Yeah. Because whatever you're getting out of this, shit's gonna lead to nothing.
Listen to me.
He ain't making that much money.
No.
I'll tell y'all.
Just like the rest of the channels that have bots.
These people are,
yeah.
When I say ridiculous,
She already lost.
she is ridiculous.
The simple fact that she keeps trying to pick a fight with me.
Ridiculous.
It's because I'm not even attacking this thing. Like it's
telling herself for real.
in 90 days Sat with.
She really telling on herself.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That is just
It's
crazy.
almost as pathetic as 3 months ago, Mr. Ralph Boston the Dumb dropping comments in my second ex-husband's chat, who hasn't been active in almost a year, asking him if they could go live together so he could piss me off.
Wow. I'm trying to figure out who blocked Jay on my channel.
Then think about that. She's talking about me sending Goomba an Instagram message. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She talking about Ralph Boston the Dumb. Like damn, Jack. Damn. Huh? Can I live? Wonder what Nick the Mountain Goat stayed quiet when she said that. Why Nick the Mountain Goat ain't bring nothing up? Why she ain't be like, oh yeah, him. Hmm?
Yeah, I think with a wrench. Yeah.
Right, that's what I say. You gotta go back and listen. Go back to listen to how they was talking then.
What the heck? I'm on block? Yeah, you're not blue. I don't see you in my chat. I see you in StreamYard, but when I look at my phone, Jay, I don't. Yeah, I noticed just now too. Somebody fixed that when somebody did that to me the other day when I was in Odell's chat. How do we fix that? I do not know. So, and how do people do this?
Well, it's not people, it's someone with the ability.
Yeah, they
Or that 12.5 hour live.
Right. So all of you guys,
which means all of us are being monitored, no matter how big or how small your channel is.
I see. Okay.
Auntie Leah, you saw it earlier while we were modding together when the trolls and the bots came in.
This is what they do. They put mods, they place mods in there. Yeah, your mods, when you're not looking, the mods go in there, they start deleting people, they start blocking people. You don't even know what the fuck going on.
Okay, so
I hope all of you got to hear your shout outs on the new real life interview.
Yes. Hey, yeah.
Hey man, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna listen to this and see if any more pop up. But I'm telling y'all, man, listen, just when y'all think about it, just say back down memory lane. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we be doing. We be going back down memory lane. So that's all it is. Little glimmers, little glips of what was really actually going on behind the scenes, what was really actually going on other pages. See, you had to really be in tune what was going on in order to follow the madness. They were jumping from page to page. This is one thing that I was trying to point out to y'all. Jaguar was jumping from page to page, saying different stuff on different pages. So you had to really like be in tune, like catch her in real time at that time. You know what I mean? You had to catch her in real time. We the reason why Jaguar pumped her brakes now. You know what I'm saying? We the reason why Jaguar brakes is so pumped right now. Like with Trevor Green coming out with the commercial, with the cartoons and everything like that. We the reasons why Jaguar humbled herself just a little bit. We did that. We humbled Jaguar just a little bit. When we was exposing Murph, remember, they made it seem like it was, guess who page I was on? Yeah, I went over to Ralph the Dumb's page. And yeah, like they made it their business to, you know what I mean, come over here and da 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 da. But when it all started backfiring, especially with that child CP shit, right? That CP shit, all of that shit backfired on them. Because what happened? Murph started sending them pictures on WhatsApp. That would show that all of them had these pictures in their WhatsApp. That's saying that they had it in their phones. When we exposed that they had that in their phones, everybody started acting like they didn't have it in their phone. Steph say, I didn't open it up. He sent it to me, but I didn't open it up. right? They started pointing the finger at Wolf Coochie and Jaguar, like, oh, he sent it to Wolf Coochie and Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, so he just trading his kids' pictures in people's phones, right? And they all got quiet. They exposed Murph, pushed Murph out the group, all of that shit. Y'all don't remember that? One's in the chat if y'all remember that. Huh? One's in the chat if y'all remember that. Yo, it was funny as hell. We was laughing so hard because we was like, look at y'all. Y'all trying to make it seem like we had CP in the Discord so bad that y'all actually ended up sending each other CP. That's crazy. They was mad as hell. They was mad as hell. I was like, I hope all y'all phones get confiscated for it. They was mad as hell. They started deleting Discord. I mean, not Discord. They started deleting WhatsApp, everything. They was like, I ain't open it. I ain't open it. I don't got WhatsApp anymore. They didn't want to talk about the CP shit anymore. They didn't want to talk about it. It was over with. Now I was like, oh, so when y'all made up the lie 3 weeks ago, everybody was cool with the lie circulating. But then when it turned out that y'all had it in y'all phones, now y'all not cool with the lie being circulated. It was so funny. No, ain't no pics been removed. I ain't seen no pics be removed from their what you call 'em? I ain't seen no pics be removed from their WhatsApp. I can't say no pics been removed from their WhatsApp.